All right. Hey. Welcome back, guys. All right, so let's get into this. It's going to be a today's topic video. It is going to be for the 20th of September. We have post office, mail delivery, written correspondence, package tracking. Somebody could be waiting for something to arrive. They could know something is on its way. Somebody could be a mail, mail delivery, mailman. Sorry. Couldn't think of the name for a second. Art exhibition. This could be that somebody is waiting for a piece of art that they purchased. This could also be somebody's waiting for art supplies. Or this could be an artist who just happens to be, we have library, book collection, reading nooks, research resources. What I actually am getting is we have somebody that doesn't yet realize, because they're probably distracted by other things. They're busy doing a research project. They're busy doing their art. They're busy doing something. Somebody could do like deep dives into research, and that specifically so that then they can apply it to, some artistic project or something. But I feel like they get really busy doing, other types of things like researching. I don't know that the post office situation is anything that they know about just yet. Let's take a look. Okay, so we're dealing with a Queen of Cups in this storyline. Yeah, and an Action of Pentacles. So we can't see him, but slowly but surely, somebody is arriving in her world. Somebody is bringing. So it could be that the mailman is slowly, maybe something got bogged down in transit, or maybe if a person didn't ever hear a response back, then they're coming in person. It could be that as well, but this has been taking a really long time. Let me ask. Action of Pentacles. That's our slowest moving knight. Temperance and Wheel of Fortune. You know what? It says, don't fret. It's going to get there just when it's supposed to, just on time. Somehow the divine is helping with this. If there is a slowdown, if there is a flow that has shifted here, that's okay. There's a reason for it. It's all going to work out just great. It's going to be the right timing. What is coming at her? Because I can't see whatever it is yet. The Ace of Pentacles, a new life. The Ace of Cups. Okay, so this is really unexpected. This is stuff she'll want, but this is not stuff she would know was coming at her. This could be something coming through the mail that could be an offer. This could be, and it doesn't even have to be coming through the mail. The post office just means it's being delivered. So whatever the vehicle of deliverance is into her life, whether it's a person, whether it's a new, the love story of a lifetime, or whether it's, money, a job offer, somebody could be coming into her world, and it'll be just at the right time. I almost think that, remember we said she might get really busy in things like her research, her art, things like that. That could be what she does for a living. It could be fame is coming to her, because this is the big fish represents big money. That's the reason I'm thinking about money right now for her. But then there's also love and peace with the dove flying here. She could be about to be recognized. She could suddenly go viral for something. She could, her art could suddenly be, picked up, and, it's like, oh, we want to use your project, your art, your words, your, whatever it is that you've been researching, whatever you've been creating. This could be a business offer, but it would be big. If it's a business offer, it would be big. This said that it's coming in slowly. Is it coming in on the 20th, or is it something, by the end of the day on the 20th or something? We have 7 of Cups in the reverse. It says things are being decided on the 20th. There's no more confusion that she's the one being selected. Whatever she's being selected for. This could still be love. This could be somebody saying, I got to go talk to her. I got to go see her. Or this could be, whatever, a whole group of people have made the business decision, said, you know what? We like her art. Let's go offer her this position. Let's go offer her this contract. Let's come in with an offer to her. It's being decided on the 20th. I don't think that she receives this message on the 20th. Spirit of Wands, Queen of Wands. No, I would say, if anything, the message really to her, and please remember, her could also be a him. This could be a masculine just as easily. I don't read for genders. So bear in mind, even though we have two queens and I'm going to keep seeing her, all this means is somebody in the feminine energy. And men and women alike both have feminine and masculine energies. It's the yin yang balance within us. But this is the energy of the moon, which is the feminine energy. So the moon has a powerful gravitational pull. So if this is a masculine, for example, they're still like the part that's most activated in them is that they are willing to receive right now. Maybe it's partly because they're, doing research and they're doing, gathering what they need to for whatever their artistic endeavor is, but they are drawing energy toward them right now. So this could be a man just as easily as a woman in this story, but they are ready to receive. And the big message I'm still going to say to her, just because it gets confusing if I'm talking too much. The big thing here is on the 20th for her, she needs to be in a headspace where she acknowledges, yes, I'm very clear on the things that I'm doing, the amount of energy I put into what I do. And of course, I do things that I want to, but I also expect to receive something back. I'm good enough to be acknowledged for my work, or I'm sexy enough to be sought after. I have a lot to offer. This is like, sometimes a Queen of Cups is just like, she can be so good at being emotionally like supportive and kind, and that's beautiful. But the Queen of Wands is the one who operates from her heart space, but she also has a little higher expectation. Like, of course, I want something back for the energy that I put out. I always think of her as being our most self-assertive. And it's interesting because she needs to prepare her mind for somebody to come in and offer her something. She has to not be like, oh, no, that's okay. If a company comes in and says, we'd like to offer you this much money, we'd like to hire you, she can't say like, oh, no, that's okay. You can just use all my stuff. You don't have to give me a paycheck for it. No. It says, know your worth. Don't just give, like when somebody comes forth and says, what you've done is amazing. We'd like to, have this energy. We'd like to pay you. Negotiate properly for yourself. Advocate for yourself. A Queen of Wands will do that. If somebody is coming in because they're attracted to her, she shouldn't be like shy and push it away and be like, oh, I don't really believe they'd be interested in me. Yes, know that they're interested. So that's her message for the 20th. But this says the decision has been made that somebody is coming toward her. So can we see any more about that? I mean, this is very confident. And I still don't know if this is supposed to be about love, about business. 5 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands. I actually think that she's had blockages that might have been unbeknownst to her. And this is somebody saying she deserves a heck of a lot more. Like maybe she's somebody who hasn't had a whole lot of breaks in her life and she's been working her buns off. And it's like she is making pennies instead of what she should be earning. Why has she had this blockage? We're going to chase off the sharks for her. She deserves to be here front and center. This is somebody who's like high quality. She deserves to be front and center. The Sun, I'm telling you, the spotlight is going to be put on her. It's been decided. And I think somebody likes her. They like either who she is, they like her dedication, they like what she does. This could be the boss, or like the whole board, talking about like, hey, who are we going to move forward? Who's going to, who are we giving a lead position to? And it's like, well, she literally is not making enough for all that she does. We want to keep her, but why are other people standing in her way when they're not doing half the amount she is? Let's make sure she actually gets paid. She, he, whomever. But somebody really likes her. They could be a Leo possibly, who is like very sure that she deserves this. If this is about love, this is somebody who still says, she deserves so much better than what she's had, and I would like to give her better than what she's had. We have the Magician. I keep feeling like this is somebody coming in with an offer, or they will be. Again, the decision is absolutely made, and the wheels are starting to turn. We already saw the Wheel of Fortune, so we know the die has been cast. We know this is happening. Is this going to happen maybe around October 1st? I'm just thinking because I see, obviously the Magician is card 1, and that just really stood out to me. And with her needing to be in her Queen of Wands energy. There's just so much like pumpkin orange here, and black cat makes me think of like Halloweeny. So I'm feeling like it's very like fall oriented, although we have sunflowers. Um, I don't know. It just feels like this is coming, but things get started. The decision is made on the 20th, but I feel like she's going to have just a little chunk of time before this comes in. Inspiration of Cups. This could be both business and somebody who's kind of got a soft spot for her, like, somebody who maybe they're advocating for her, but they also really see her as somebody really lovely, but also somebody that they'd like to offer something to, because there's a little bit of a second, purpose here. We see the heart that is drawn out in the sand. I kind of think that we have a character who would they like her, even if this is supposedly business. I still feel like they're attracted to her. I mean, who wouldn't be, right? Queen of Wands, all the queens, super attractive. What makes somebody attractive, this has nothing to do with looks, although I will say that the Queen of Wands always has a certain panache about her that makes her very attractive physically as well. But all kings, queens, emperors, and empresses, they're all automatically attractive because of who they are. Their countenance is very, very attractive. It's a maturity level, it's a self-assuredness, and that ultimately is what it makes everybody attractive. Is when it's self-assurance without ego, and when you've mastered some things, that's when I think everyone's at their most sexy, most attractive, right? But it does look like this person literally likes her, respects her, feels she deserves an offer, even if this is about business first. But I also feel like there's some love, or maybe a little bit of, they're a little dazzled by her. It's very sweet. It doesn't feel like, this person, is like wanting to give her a higher position in a company just because, they secretly want to date her. I feel like it's very pure intentions. She absolutely has deserved this. If this is about, getting an offer, but this person also really likes her, whomever is in charge of giving her this offer. They could also be a Virgo or a Gemini or a Leo, but they're going to be very clear. I think it's going to be a beautiful offer, but I also like the fact that they like her so much. I do feel like this is somebody being recognized for what she is, who she is, her talents, what she brings to the table. All of this says they like the essence of who she is, and I think they know an awful lot about her. If, like I say, if this is a boss, if this is, somebody who they know she deserves more, so they must have seen that she's been held back from, certain amounts of growth. They see her as really high value, and so they're very likable as well. Can I get any final message on this? Is this purely about love, or is this about business and somebody who could potentially become more than business? We have Action of Swords. We can't see where the top of the mountain is really going to be. We see things are going to happen fast. And so it's like, once this offer is made, if they just become amazing business partners, fine. But I could see it going from a conversation that starts out one way and then winds up becoming something else swiftly. So from friends to lovers, from business acquaintances, to possibly much more. They will not come in with those intentions first. And I don't feel like they're just like, oh, I just really am attracted to her, so that's why I want to give her a promotion, or, that's why I want to give her an offer. I don't see it as that at all. Justice. It really is about time that she gets seen and that she gets some offers to come her way. It's about time. She's been working really hard for a really long time and has been more or less, I'll say, either held back, even if she doesn't know it. Like, some of the success she should have had was prevented. Can I just see, let's go back to that Seven of Wands card where we saw all the sharks there. The Emperor. All I can say is, we're going to say he now. He says it's not fair that she's been held back. She is a freaking empress, and I'm the emperor that's going to make sure she gets what she deserves. This could still be somebody, because emperors can be the boss. They can also be the person that we marry. I can't unravel whether or not this is about business first and then romance. a business deal, a merger, an offer for a promotion, but or if it's about love, because I feel like it's kind of everything's elevating. Let's just say it that way. But love is definitely integrated in this. But even here, it's business, it's the big fish, it's a huge offer, it's a huge success, and it's love for her. And aces are personal. So this is like exactly the life she would love to have, exactly the love she would love to have. And remember, the universe said, and it's coming in at exactly the right time. That is beautiful. Beautiful. All right, let's go. And I want to just do a couple card pull for someone whose birthday is on the 20th. So we got 4 cards instead of 3. What do we have? The Judgment card. We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the 2 of Cups. And we have the 3 of Cups. This could be a really lovely year for healing rifts, particularly rifts between the most important connections of a character's life. The 2 of Cups, a really amazing love story. This could be somebody comes back into our character's life and it's like, wow, everything clicks this time. They fit into my world. They fit into my family. They fit into everything. Everything feels like there's something really sincere. We do it right this time. We come back together. We make sure we keep things fair and balanced. On this Judgment card, we actually have the Libra scales. This is that do-over. But this time we start at the beginning and we make sure we build a good foundation. We start by communicating. And then we go ahead and, morph into the fact that, yeah, this is also a romance. But maybe we didn't have a solid foundation for it the first time we tried it. This time we're going to build it right. We're going to really, I could feel like this could be 2 people who already had like a love relationship that went horribly awry. And they're giving this a second chance. But this time they might say, even if we've already been intimate partners, let's not do any intimacy until we actually start to date each other and we really start to enjoy each other's company. We have all kinds of fun together. And then we can get to the love story. And then let's start bringing our friends and our family. Because, external relationships can sometimes be really difficult if 2 people didn't get a chance to just build together first. And it just kind of feels like they're going to do this with a different style in this next year. And it looks like that is the secret sauce that makes it work. It's really beautiful. All right, you guys, thank you, everybody. I'm so honored you guys are here. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. I will see you guys again soon. Bye for now.